Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope this video finds everybody doing well. I'm gonna do it today. Months ago, I told you guys that I was working on something to be able to pour a new mold, and I finished it. It got set off to the side and totally forgotten about, and I'm finally gonna keep my promise. I'm going to pour the mold. So it's just a little hand mirror that I designed and had fun making. And I'm going to use, I cannot pronounce the name of this resin. My dear friend Jay got it for me. She doesn't want me to use her full name. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate you. This is the mold I tried to pour a while back with the J Diction, and the J Diction literally ate. It was a mess. It literally ate the silicone, ate the polyurethane, so that wasn't good. But I've mixed up, it's one of the big painter's mixing cups. It doesn't give you actual ounces. I think it's like a 32 ounce cup, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I've got that all mixed up in the cup. And we're going to pour it. I know you got to pour up high. So I'm going to pour up high and pour slowly. And hopefully this works. Now, I'm fully anticipating having to pour a second mold. Because, I mean, like I said, each one of these parts is created from UV resin and then glued together. So I'm sure there's going to be flaws and stuff. But once I get a full piece poured in the prototype mold, we will call it, I'll be able to clean it up really well, get everything worked out, put a nice good glossy shine on it with some UV, and then pour a nice clean mold that we will in the future use and pour it. Because I also have to order new mirror ovals. You'll see why. Yeah. You'll see why at the end of this video, because we are going to pour this in polyurethane once it's all set and everything, so we can give it a good test and have a sneaky peek at how it turned out. But yeah, that was 30 ounces of 30 ounces of that stuff. Yes, silicone. There we go. Oh, my brain went on hold there. And now I know with the BB Dino that I usually use, I can hit it with some alcohol and I won't have no issues with it. Fingers crossed this one too. Now I poured some more, I've mixed up some more silicone to top it off a little bit. And now it's been sitting for about roughly 10 hours, 8-10 hours. I lost track of time, honestly. And we're going to see about getting it out of here. It was a struggle. One of these pieces of foam that I had to block off one of the corners so I didn't waste too much silicone apparently picked its little self up. But I just grabbed a popsicle stick, work it around the sides, get it all peeled out of here. And then we'll have a peek at how it turned out. Now I'm sure this piece is going to fall apart because, I mean, it's very, very loosely held together with glue. And I just realized that my little makeshift box there for my housing had sprung just a little tiny leak. Just a little one. It's okay. Not as bad as the last time I poured a mold and sat there with it for a good 5 minutes and everything was fine. Got up and walked away, and when I came back later to check on it, lo and behold, it had sprung a leak, and yeah, like a whole bottle of silicone basically ended up all over my table and on my floor. That was a treat to clean up, let me tell you. I think I'm still cleaning up silicone from it. But I'm going to wrestle this alligator out of here. And we will... Oh, for a minute there, I thought that was way too thin and it was going to tear. Now, when I do redo this, I am going to definitely make a much neater and tidier and more close hugging shell for it, because I really want to utilize as little silicone as possible. for making this mold, so I could make it cost effective. That way I could put it in my store in case anybody would like one. And I don't want to have to charge, you know, $4 million. I mean, that's an exaggeration. Nobody charges $4 million for a mold, but you know what I mean. I don't want to have to charge a whole bunch of money for it. So I'm going to try to utilize, you know, get it as cost effective as possible so that it's affordable to anybody else who wants one. Lord knows the economy is not good, and extra money is a little tough to come by for some of us. But yeah, you can see where it had leaked under it. I'm having to take my good old crafting X-Acto knife there and just trim it on up and out of there. It was a struggle. Oh, I think I'm getting it. Yep. More peel. I really did think I had those things stuck down really well. It's okay though. Patience is a virtue. Something I definitely lack, but patience is not my forte. I want it done, and I want it done now. And I'm just fingerprinting all up under the underside of this mold. Ugh. Oh, there we go. Get that last piece detached there. Get this peeled up. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. Yeah, I anticipated a couple pieces to pop off, but that's okay. That's okie dokie. And there you have it. Get this tape off of here. Boy, it is a messy mold, isn't it? It's okay, though. I mean, it didn't have to be perfect. Peel some of this wreck away from it. And we're definitely going to have to let it sit for several more hours before it'll be okay to use. Because you're supposed to let them sit for 24 hours. I googled it and it said as soon as they're solid, you know, some take 4 hours, some take 8 hours, some take 12 hours, some take 24 hours to fully cure. It says once it's fully cured. So, I'm not going to lie, I didn't wait 24 hours, y'all. Like I said, it's a temporary mold. So, what's the worst that could happen, right? It's really just to test out if the design worked. Now, I forgot to hit the record button, but I poured it with the polyurethane. I apologize. It does need a little more. There is some gaps and spaces where I didn't pour quite enough in. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to mix a little more polyurethane. Here I've got 8 ounces that I poured in, and I'm going to mix another 2. So this, once it's all said and done and I get it all fixed up and fancied up, it should take probably right around 9.5 to 10 ounces of resin. But we'll find out for sure once I pour the mold again after I've got all the flaws worked out of it. I just wanted it to be one solid piece to work with versus a whole bunch of little pieces that I kept snapping off. That's what took so long to get this poured. Every time I tried to work on all the little intricate pieces, it just didn't want to stay together. Finally, like I said, I set it aside and totally forgot where I put it until we were moving stuff around. And I said, oh, that's right. You were going to be a mold. But yeah, I'm going to mix up a little more. We'll get it poured in. And we'll let it get set up. And making sure that that's going to do what it's supposed to do right there. Get my gloves on. Oh, wait. Nope. There's a piece right here. I just noticed it needs to be cut off. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. The indecisiveness. Goodness gracious me. Peel off some of this excess. Okay, now we'll get the gloves on. We'll pour the polyurethane. Like I said, once this mold is all said and done, it's only going to take about 10 ounces to fill. Not too bad. Now, the oval mirrors that I got are about 1 inch too big. They would have worked if I hadn't put the design on the oval piece that I did. You'll see it when I pop it out. But yeah, well, we'll talk about it when it gets to that point. Let's get this polyurethane mixed up. So I'm just feeling around here to see exactly where I need to add a little more polyurethane. I hate it when it runs down the side of the bottle like that. I know I said if you ain't making a mess, you ain't having fun, but this is not part of the mess I like to make. That's not fun. Polyurethane is not cheap, so wasting any little drop is just no fun. There we go. Get it wiped up. And this is the Let's Resin polyurethane. I've seen a couple other brands that I might like to try. The one in the can, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what brand it is, but that one gives me pause. I know it's the exact same chemical, but there's just something about it being sold in the can that makes me go, oh, play with those chemicals. But I'll play with them as long as they're in a plastic bottle, apparently. I don't know why I thought I could put that on there and then pour it through my hand. That was almost a wreck. But there we go. It's in the cup. Let me clean up any droplets I got there. Get the cap back on it. Get it put away. Which put away means set it on the little tiny shelf next to me. By my feet. Sometimes on the floor, depending. Depends on how crowded that little shelf is, honestly. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get this mixed up. Polyurethane is so scary, feeling it getting so warm in your hand. But yeah, you gotta start fast. I'm gonna say that I've got 9 ounces of resin. You'll see why I say about 9 ounces now that I think about it. I think, yeah, there's about 9 ounces of resin in here. Get all them little spaces that I just didn't quite pour enough into. Spin it around, get it all evenly on the back. Tedious work. I should have just transferred it into one of them little tiny cups. Would have been easier, and I would have made a heck of a lot less mess with it. And of course, you know, fresh mold, it's sticking to the silicone mat. Oh boy. So far, so good. I'm happy with it. But we'll have to wait and see when it comes out when we flip it over. And for anybody worried that the silicone's going to go to waste, absolutely it's not. It will be trimmed up in very tiny pieces and put in a bag and be used as filler in other molds to help lessen the amount of silicone that's dumped into it. It's an amazing thing because silicone sticks to silicone, so you can just throw little pieces of old silicone into a new mold that you're making, so long as it doesn't obstruct an area, you know, and cause an air pocket or blockage. And once it's all dried, you'll never know that other stuff is in there. Now, I had a little left in the cup. I got excited that I could throw it in my ring holder mold, and as long as it took for me to reach over and grab the ring holder mold, it was just too long. And as you can see, about an ounce of resin. A polyurethane. Just gooey and gummy in the cup because it's already hardening. This stuff hardens fast once you put the two chemicals together. And my mat is just a wrinkled boy. I gotta take that off there and clean it anyways. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna straighten this mat out the best I can. Okie dokie. We're back. It's all cured up. It's barely warm to the touch. I've let it sit long enough to get the heat, the majority of the heat out of it. And I can already see there's going to be a lot of cleanup because I just kind of made a mess. Okay. There was something, I must have dropped something in the mold. But there you have it. I'm definitely not mad at it. I will be much happier once I clean it all up, get it all bonded, get it all shined up or glossed up with the UV and re-pour. And I think we're going to have a really nice mold, y'all. Really nice. But yeah, I'm going to pick all this excess mess off. Lord knows there's plenty of it, right? If nothing else, I accomplished a whole bunch of mess on it. Now, as much as I love the little diamonds that are on either side in that little moon, I do think on the final piece I'm going to actually replace those with something or just eliminate them altogether. They just didn't work out the way I would like them to have. Oh, what a mess. I'm going to sit here and peel and pick and shave and all that fun stuff with this thing for probably the next hour. But I'm definitely going to let it sit overnight and finish curing up all the way just in case. I mean, I know it sets in 10 minutes, but it just seems like the longer it sits, the tougher it gets because I'm going to have to do some filing and I'm going to have to do some sanding and some shaping and some more trimming more than likely once the daylight's out and I'm not just sitting under artificial light. Maybe it'll be nice out tomorrow and I can take it out on the back patio. But yeah, all in all, I think it turned out really pretty. Yeah, I'm a little partial. I did work on this thing, just getting all the little parts together, deciding on the design. Here's my mirrors. Here's my mirrors, and I thought I had bought the right size, and I really should have bought the next size down. And if you knew how many of these mirrors I had. Now, what I can do is I can sand off those little nubs off of the front of the mirror right there, those little round pieces. And I'm going to leave that to y'all. Chat, please. Drop it in the chat. Let me know. Should I take those little bubbles off of the centerpiece? I mean, the mirrors will fit. They're only 6-inch mirrors, so, you know. Oh, that was scary. And I can trim them down. I can use my scissors and trim them down. It's probably going to make them ugly. And it'll crack them, that's for sure. But they can be cut and trimmed. Even just with scissors, they're very thin. For those of you I frightened with being in the mirror, I apologize. But yeah. There it is, you guys. There you have it. At the end, I'll show you, I'll take a picture of, just the mirror piece. And I'll take a picture also of just the mold so you can see how that turned out. I will clean it up first. That way you guys get a decent clean look at it. And then, of course, off camera, I'm going to do all the fun work and stuff. But I am going to wait at least 48 hours for you guys to let me know if I should take those little balls off the front piece so the mirrors fit. Or if you like them, think I should leave them. Please, it's something I really need help with. But yeah, I think once this thing is cleaned up and UV'd, I think it's going to be a really pretty mold, and I think it's going to be really interesting to work with. But I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I appreciate you taking the time for watching. If I lay it sideways, you guys could see it better. Yeah. Thank you. I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you at the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.